Last time we were in dire need. Now we're desperate.
The owners of crab-picking houses on Maryland's eastern shore are steaming at the news that only 10% expect to have the foreign workforce needed to pick crabs for the season, a system as common in plants as Old Bay and J.O. Spice are on crabs.
My family started using the H-2B program when I was 2 years old. Many of the ladies that have been coming since I was 2 years old. They've became family. And when we get to years like this, it's completely heartbreaking.
This is video of Bay Bulletin inside J.M. Clayton Company in Cambridge in 2019, where most of the workers were there for the H-2B visa program. Since the industry has not been of interest for locals for years, the watermen sell to crab-picking houses that are staffed primarily with foreign seasonal workers. Aubrey Vincent of Lindy's Seafood says it's been long suffering.
Unfortunately, in 2018, we had to wait until October to open due to visa limits. And they didn't do the visa release, and they did another lottery. We didn't get in the lottery, so we had to wait till October. We only were able to process that year for 2 months out of an 8-month season.
66,000 visas are issued nationwide each year, and this year, most of the packing houses in Maryland did not get the luck of the draw.
Today, I walked in, and I felt like I was walking to a funeral. I felt it was like ready to deliver a 2-minute eulogy here.
BRICE Phillips of Phillips Seafood, which has been in business in Maryland since 1914, says he's tired of the same tired solutions of asking to increase the number of visas allowed.
We just need different tactics, and we need some real support and love for these people.
Congressman Andy Harris says there are other options he's pushing.
Now, I hope at some point in the future we return to the returning worker exemption, which I worked with Barbara Mikulski when she was the U.S. Senator. I worked with her to get that returning worker exemption into the appropriations bills, because that really goes about 75 or 80% towards solving the entire problem. It's a much better solution.
Heather MIZEUR, Harris's political opponent, was also at the news conference. She says governors should be able to create a state of emergency.
When an industry is crippled to its knees and an entire way of life is threatened, in the same way that a governor can declare a state of emergency and get federal FEMA assistance and other help, we should be able to blow beyond any caps, any lottery system, to be able to get the workers that we need here.
And this is where the workers typically pick the crab meat, where WT RUARK in Hoopers Island, a business that has been open since 1948, but now it's up for sale. The owners have had enough with operating a business on a lottery.
The last 3 or 4 years, we've been in like the bottom tier of the lottery, and we just can't do that anymore.
They say you can't do business on a lottery, an annual concern about having enough workers from April 1st through September 30th to pick crabs.
This year is worse because those lottery results were so bad. We really are going to depend upon those extra visas.
So you're already behind. Even if there is a solution, you're losing a month.
We're going to lose two. We're going to lose at least a month and a half.
And to top it off, crab basket manufacturers are unable to make as many baskets due to labor shortages. Having fresh Maryland-picked crab meat may be much tougher to come by as the weather warms up.
I'd say most of the 9 places will be lights out. Won't have anybody.
For Chesapeake Bay Media's Bay Bulletin, I'm CHERYL Costello.